Hi everyone, Susie here from Minnesota, and I garden in a zone 4. And I cleaned up this area a little bit. It's still over here, I just kind of moved it over some. Lilacs are blooming. This one was given to me by a friend at 7 years ago. I'm trying to think. Oh, it's got to be more than that. No, I think that's right. And I think this is just a dwarf lilac. There might be another name for it, but it is super lovely. The fragrance is unreal. I had blooms all over this year. Last year the rabbits trimmed up the bottom, so I never got blooms, but my sister is having a hard time being out here because the scent is just a little too intense for her. She does not do well with strong smelling, well, anything really. And this is a bloomering lilac. Its amazing show is now. It does bloom a little bit later, but not like this. This is when it's in its full glory. So this one is, I love it. I love anything that gives off a scent in the garden when I come out, and you can, especially at night, just that, it's so intoxicating. What can I say? This is beautiful. It is a bit tall. Probably should have managed the size a little bit more, but I do like it for privacy. It shouldn't get much taller than that, but could be wrong. Climbing roses are putting on lots of growth. Cleaned up this area over here. I'll be working in that, still deciding what I want to plant. My rhubarb will go here. I think this will be a good spot, nice and sunny. I can get to it easily and pick it. And this is my cottage garden area. Roses are looking fantastic. Double red, also easy rose. And look, my tree peony. This is why I wanted to do this tour, because they don't last long. To me, there's not much of a scent to these. The herbaceous peonies give off a stronger scent, but they are lovely. The bees love it. Go over here real quick. This is my cut flower bed, just zinnias in the front and sunflowers in the back. And it's the Queen series. I want to say the orange, the lime green, red. And this one is just starting. These are all annuals I started from seed indoors, so definitely ahead of the growing season. The sweet peas are doing better. They went through a transition. I might have the wrong sunflower planted in the middle. I just planted. I grabbed and I didn't really think on it. Lots of blooms in this one. I used leaves for a mulch. There is a very strong wind. I'm not even going to say a breeze. It's a wind today, which is greatly appreciated. It's going to be 85. The humidity right now, it rained last night, so the humidity is so thick. So that breeze is welcome by me. Purple Sensation Alliums are absolutely gorgeous. The pollinators love it. It's just, they're amazing. This is an Ito peony. I did not have to stake it last year, so we'll see what happens this year. It has lots of blooms on it. Fenced them in. That foliage is gorgeous. This is a herbaceous peony. I moved this last year, so not many buds on it, but it's definitely filling out very nicely. I don't think I have a big enough hoop. This is where I planted Foxy Foxglove. I just did this, so it looks a little tough. It looks like I need to do some training with my clematis here. Some clematis twine better than others. Like Millie Moser here on the other side is just going to town. I have, I think, at least 3 blooms on it. Very impressed with that one. Can't wait. Cat's Pajamas. Nepeta is looking really good. Filled out very nicely this year. We had a very mild winter. The sedum here I had divided later in the season last year. I want to see if it stops it from splitting in the middle. If it doesn't, it just means that not enough sun. And I mean, you can definitely see it's a little shady here. My trees just keep getting bigger and bigger. So I might have to go with a different plant there. Lamb's ears look amazing. The cotton definitely clung to this one because of the fuzzy foliage, but it washed off nicely with the rain. It is filling in really nice. That rain, it is amazing what rain does. I think these roses down here they're an Oh So Easy rose. I want to say they're Italian ice. They don't get very big. I think that lamb's ears are going to eat them up, to tell you the truth. That's crazy. I have a feeling it's going to bloom this year, which I will be cutting off, maybe. Just in front here, I think, these are all plants that I got at my local plant sale, and they're the salvias, May Night. One was called Blue, so it might all be the same variety. We'll find out together. This also, I can't get enough of hardy geraniums. I wish I could plant loads of them, but most of my garden centers don't carry hardy geraniums. They're just not a sought-after plant, and they're lovely. This might be a variety that I have over here, which is Biokovo. I'll show you real quick here, but Bridal Falls Hosta, that's an amazing hosta. That's just, well, you know I love my hostas. Same with Alchemilla mollis, Lady's Mantle. Everything over here does really good. I'm not sure what it is over here that it loves, because it probably gets about the same sun. This is a hardy geranium, and it's massive. It's doing what I wanted it to do, so very happy. Just some daylilies. The rabbits do like the Alchemilla mollis, Lady's Mantle, so be careful. I've been having some issues. Oh, this one's blooming over here. They are loaded in blooms, and the foliage has got a nice scent to it too. A very dainty, whoops, focus. They're like a light pink, and it's just starting, so it might color up a little bit better. But yeah, it's loaded. It doesn't bloom the whole season, so I know there are some hardy geraniums that do. I'll go like this. Who wants to stare at the grass, right? I forget to look up sometimes because I'm always watching where I'm walking. Over here, I just planted some, also for my local plant sale, campanula. And down here, there's 3 of them. I divided it last year, moved it. This is Stacky's Humelo. So I'm hoping it likes this area a little bit better. Still debating what I want to put in here. And this peony right here is amazing. It's just a single petal one. I have to look it up. Go here real quick. Baptisia, you can see, like I said, this definitely isn't doing as good as the other one. This had split in the middle or just separated. And it's just not as sunny over here anymore due to my trees. Oh, these are just starting. Look at my clematis back there. I'll go to the back. Here, I will go to the back. Trying to walk through my little rock area. Keeps getting bigger and making a very tiny pathway. I have lots to do in my vegetable garden. I'm getting a little behind in that. I am saying that, but you know, it's what, about a week past our planting date, so I gotta stop being so hard on myself. We have a few nights coming up here where it's going to dip to, what, the lowest I saw was 37. And there are some things that are not going to like it. But look at this clematis. This is just taken over. It's even kind of latching on to the allium. I want to say this is the Globe Master allium. But I think this is definitely going to be the year for a clematis. I have some Joe Pyeweed coming in. I don't know about this area. This one always just seems to not do so well. This is, all the growth is at the top. I made the mistake of not trimming that one. So I'm going to have to redirect it downwards. We'll see how that works. A nice and blue hosta. I don't know the name of this one. I wish I did. This is probably the bluest one I have. Most of the hostas that I don't know the names of, I've gotten from family and friends or just like a local plant sale. Turtle Head is filling in nicely along with the bee balm back here, and this hosta is huge. And look, the giant fleece flower has its buds. This thing grows like a weed. I didn't stake it, and we'll see what happens. Last year I staked it and it didn't make any difference. And the Pagoda Dogwood has all of its beautiful blooms along with the beautiful foliage. I can't say enough about the Golden Shadows Pagoda Dogwood. It is a slow grower. Very slow, but definitely worth it. It branches out more than up. It's a very short tree, so it'll be perfect in this area. Peonies look good back here too. This was gotten from just a neighbor. I don't know the variety of that one either. I have a juga that's blooming down here. This is where I had taken the clumps in my other garden. And look at my honeysuckle. Some are open, but not many, but lots of buds. I think every garden has this, but I need this area. I wish I had just a little, like a tool shed, garden shed. That would be really nice. I wish I had more compost bins or room for it. That middle one is about ready to be used. I used everything in here, filling them up. I have this also. These are just with leaves, which I will use for a mulch. I will do a vegetable tour once I get things situated. Like I said, I need to get going on that. The primrose is doing much better after that rain. Down here I have just a little pot that I sunk in, and I put a morning glory to climb up this. Squirrels have been digging. So we'll see how long that lasts. I need to get in here and figure something out that's just getting taken over. Maui butter cups, Hosta. I love the cups, but it does hold those seed pods, so I am having to clean that out. Rainbow's End looks amazing. Can't believe the pulmonaria is still blooming. I have to get out and take some pictures. I'm creating a little scrapbook with everything, and you know, I take videos, but I forget about pictures. And then in here, this is where I planted the Siberian irises. I have one over here, and then I just kind of created a drift. So we'll see how I like that. And I think they'll like this spot. I did move this one forward a little bit because I think those hostas will get a lot bigger. Chocolate shogun is still be. I just grouped them all together. They look really good. Some better than others. The Hakana coil grasses just always seem to not do the best for me, but I'm giving them a chance. Back here, I planted some Japanese anemone. We'll see how they do. And this is where the lily of the valley, that scent is so strong. My sister had it. She thought someone actually sprayed chemicals because it's that strong to her, but it is beautiful. Still making lots of changes in the gardens and seeing how I like it, moving stuff, trying out some different things. I planted across a regal back there. I think they'll look really good. Okay, look at humpback whale. Wow. I mean, really wow. You know, when I thought Trevor looked so big over here, and then next to humpback whale, it works. I really like it. I'm not going to show you my new areas that I'm working on because it's still something I've got a lot done, but really like the sweet woodruff. You know, I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go. Yeah, let's just continue this way. The ajuga is still looking beautiful. I love that blue color. I moved some hostas over here, or from here. That's why there's a gap. I'm debating what I want there. I do like the Solomon seal. They're kind of done blooming though. Oh, that's okay. It's the foliage that I love and those arching stems. when I'm planting a shade garden, it's always about the foliage and the texture, and blooms come last. European ginger I planted down here. It can just go all over. Remember, I'm a zone 4. I think for once I experienced either a 5 or 6, and things just, this must be what it's like to garden in a mild zone, when things just flourish and get so big. World Cup hosta. Back here, I think this is Godzilla fern. They're doing really good back here. I found a stepping stone when I was planting back here. I do have stepping stones in here, but the hostas just seem to grow around them. And it was down in here, because I was wondering why it was having some wonky growth. And then when I dug, I thought it was a stone, and then no, it's a stepping stone. Pleasant surprise. I just got that whiskey barrel there, and I won't be planting it up quite yet because I have an idea of what goes in there, but the nights will be too cool coming up after that. We'll see. Even the coleus, I'm not going to plant until, and I'm glad I didn't plant much coleus, because I just don't like those cool temps. They really buck about it. The Brunera looks really good. I did move this one and grouped it. The blooms are still lasting. So I would say a month for a perennial. I think that's amazing. Goat's beard has gotten huge. Love it. Sum and substance. Can never have too much sum and substance. So I'm just going to show you this. I would have liked to have done a video with me working in my new garden beds, but it was a struggle. I broke a shovel. I had backup shovels, just not my favorite ones, so they were a little difficult, but I used to have rock around the foundation, which fell into the grass, which I've been finding. And then the roots of my trees here, they're not even roots, they're little stumps under the ground. So a lot had to be just kind of go with the flow. That was not fun, I'm just going to say. Snow on the mountain is beautiful. I will say it's beautiful. I took out the rubber edging just so I can keep that mowed. We'll see how I like that. Be careful planting this perennial. It's very invasive. It has a long root system. I was able to actually pull a piece here. And you can see that's how it grows. And I probably didn't get all the root. It's a difficult plant. I do worry about it taking over in this area. Dwarf goat's beard. These are ones I started from seed and they got a little burnt. That was my fault. I'm hoping the roots are good on that. We'll see. But heuchera paprika, I love that. I had moved this hosta. I think that blue in there looks really good with that color. Along with this one broke off from one, so I just planted it back here. This is One Last Dance hosta. It's gorgeous. But I have not dug that one up yet because it's going lime green. It's reverting. Debating on what I want to do. This is Persicaria, Painter's Palette. And that does get, I would say about 1.5 feet tall. But I like the different foliage on that. It does bloom, but nothing too wow. Remember Me Hosta down here with some Alchemilla mollis. This hooker looks really good. The rabbits really like the hooker though. I've been having issues with them chomping my leaves, even the blooms. This is a Summon Substance. So this has been here for, I want to say this is its 4th year now. They definitely get really big by the house, but it's looking good. Another hosta that I moved from an area. Love this one. I don't know the name of it. And I moved Seducer back here. She broke my shovel. The plants really like this area. Moving the Sun King Abralias, oh, that was... I don't have that hosta planted. I'm debating. They're not my favorite. These are hostas I got when I first started gardening. And since then, I've kind of gotten different ones, a little more rare. This Lily of the Valley, the blooms look really pretty. Amongst the Allium. And then this is another type of Allium. It's just a bush. And I don't know. I might move that one. Columbine is beautiful. I might widen this bed at some point. It's definitely not high on the priority list. Just seeing this back here too. This one hosta. This is also Rainbow's End. This is an immature plant. I planted this last year in the fall, and this is what it will look like until it matures, and then it gets big leaves. And so it is amazing what an immature hosta and a mature hosta, the difference is. So don't let their size fool you. You're not buying a miniature one. Because even Summon Substance, an immature Summon Substance, does not look like this. Still thinking about the Columbine. I have it in here. Trying to figure out where I want to place it. I'm also kind of putting some coleus in here. They're cuttings of mine for some different colors, but not quite sure yet. So hopefully you enjoyed this garden tour, and bye for now.